Out swinging back at YY in.
Coming in with the Queen Charge Miners, 24 of them and 8 wall breakers. We haven't seen too many miners on the live stage or even at all today here. There were a couple miner attacks backstage. We have the Queen now charging in to the enemy king. And where is she going to go? Is she going to go to the right side? Unfortunately, not going to take this town hall down unless he has to try to adapt. But the healers are getting picked off by this air defense.
Brutal hits that Takana's healers are taking there. It looks like he lost one of them. The Queen will stay alive and will engage with the enemy Barbarian King now, having no trouble taking him down on the outside of his base. Giant just took a few shots from the cannon as the Queen makes her way toward that CC, gets the pull. He's facing down a baby dragon, archers, and a witch. Uses the poison, and that should be enough to finish off the enemy CC. A few skeletons kind of creep along the outside wall there and will distract this Queen for a little while, but she should go in against that Town Hall next and won't have much difficulty taking it down.
Yeah, the Town Hall is going to be taken out by the Queen right here. You want to set a funnel for the miners, potentially use the King to go up top the base and miners to come in between both of your heroes into the core. And remember, the miners do target the enemy Queen, so she is not as important to take down, but if you can grab her and the Eagle, that's huge value. The King hasn't been dropped. Now he's dropped on the top left of your screen, and miners in between the heroes. That's a typical type of miner deployment you see. And gonna drop this first heal spell for the miners. A rage for the Queen to keep her alive. Takes down the store to help narrow that funnel for the miners. Pops the Queen ability, and now she's going through the wall. And this is actually pretty useful, only if that Queen was actually tanking some of the shots from the Expos, and she is right now. And the healers are under rage, keeping her alive, but it looks like the Queen is going to just take too much firepower. One of the healers comes back to her, and down she goes. But this is a beautiful thing about the Queen Charge Miners, is the healers can transfer off to the miners when they're moving around if the Queen dies off.
And they have transferred, but not to the miners. They've gone to the Grand Warden instead. They're taking a lot of shots from these Expos, and now they've managed to take down another one of them. The miners, meanwhile, are still plentiful as they cruise through the top left side of this base. They're burrowing in toward that Inferno Tower now, but there's only one heal spell left and 2 multi-target Infernos to deal with. These miners have got a long path left to carve in this base before they can get to the 3-star.
The miners are going to try to go on the top side. Has one more heal. Surprised he hasn't dropped it. There it is. If he dropped it a little bit earlier to survive the massive amount of miners, but he doesn't have the Queen up on the top side, and they're going to have to loop around with only 13 seconds left in this raid. Has a mini at the bottom. 87%, going to try to get into the 90s. He's doing pretty well with a 90 and 85 in his previous 2 attacks. Trying to get into the 90s. Oh, going to finish it in 89 right there.
Takana keeps top